I'm sitting here. Should I look at you? Is that kind of...
Yeah.
Is that alright if I just look at you and talk to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, well, we're filming kind of a mini documentary. Kind of documenting just everything we've been going through recently. Getting dropped from the label and recording the EP and just kind of deciding to keep going.
But they want the band to come in a day earlier. So, meanwhile, I'm going to figure out all that. November.
Right now we're at my house in Brier, Washington, recording an EP.
Yeah, I am sitting in Gavin's house right now, actually, just hanging in one of his old roommate's bedrooms. We hung some records on the wall to make us look cool. Hope it works. I'm revealing features I shouldn't.
This EP, it's 4 songs that we have all decided on. Yes, these are like the best songs we've written over the last 2 years, and this is kind of just a sampler of what to expect with the new music. This is just us 4, our friend Matt Grave, at Gavin's house, recording an album.
Our last show was May 1st, 2010. It was our first headlining tour. We've been a band for like 9 years. We played in Seattle and it was like, I felt on top of the world when we played that show. I felt like there was no stopping us. We were going to get off the road, we were going to write a record and have it done by the end of the year and that sort of thing. And here we are, verging on 2 years later, unsigned, but still doing it.
It's like a wedding
Ladies and gentlemen, Gavin.
Came across this batch of songs that we were just really excited about, and we finally felt like this is it. This is what This Providence should be. This is the kind of band we need to be.
You know, we started like getting really back into it, and we have all these demos, and we started sending them to our A&R guy. That's kind of what I would tell people, is like, we're just waiting for a green light to go and make a record. And the green light just never really came.
The way it was going, it just wasn't meshing well with Fueled by Ramen. They weren't seeing the direction. You know, we were on a call with John Janik talking about the band, and he's just saying, "Oh, I just don't know what to do with this band. I just don't see the no-brainer single."
We had a conference call, just us 4 guys in the band and our manager, and we decided that we kind of knew where things were leading, and this was immediately before the call with John Janik, and the whole attitude was, okay, well, he just doesn't understand what we're going for, and he doesn't want to work with us anymore, so let's just like take a bow and call it good.
And yeah, when we were coming to the point of parting ways with Fueled by Ramen, it was kind of like, it could be a scary thing, and it was very scary, you know, us being an unsigned band and all, but it really was our chance to just completely go full on with it. And I realized even though they may not believe in us, there's plenty of people out there that do.
Knowing that we're not doing this EP on a label is a little, you've got to freak out a little bit. There's a little bit of anxiety there, but you know, we have had the support from fans when we said we were releasing an EP and we showed that we were in the studio. And you know, friends like Steven Taylor who came out and shot press photos for us, and Matt Grape, who's producing the album.
I remember actually quoting In or Out kind of on that the phone call after talking to John. I kind of drew a line in the sand a little bit, and I said, what are you guys, like, are you in or out? You know, like, we kind of got to decide, like, are we prepared to spend another 2 years on the road and see no financial fruit from it? Everyone said, yeah. I mean, I think it's like, you know, like, there's something about this band that's addictive, and I think some of that plays into it too. Is that it's like, it's hard to say no to something that you're so invested in.
New direction for us. I'm loving it too. It seems to fit way better than anything we've done before. It's a little more rockin' than what our last record was like.
So now we're working on this EP. It's cool. It's rock and roll. It's fun. It's got attitude.
Yeah, we tracked drums out at a studio in Monroe, Washington called 57th Street Productions. Actually, we're tracking all of us playing together live in the studio. I think in the end, like, the end product will have a way different feel than what we've ever had, just because it's like you have the actual, like, kind of magic as it happened captured in the moment.
If you look at the lyrics, you can kind of see just a glimpse of the story of the last 2 years.
So what's happening?
Yeah, top of the first chorus. You know how we were trying to shorten that gap before the second verse? We're not shortening it, we'll just do it regularly. And you do what you normally did for now, right?
I want to try to stop.
Okay, you stop on, you can try. You stop on the try. You can try.
We can try that.
Take a time, ready, hold it, then I scream.
Let's go up, top of the board.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Well, this song, Dan was always very excited about. Way before we had even heard it, he wrote it down in LA.
I mean, I think when I wrote that song, that's when it clicked, and I was like, this is like, I know now the sound that This Providence needs to kind of embrace.
It's just kind of a turn it up loud as all hell kind of song.
So this song is one of the songs that Dan, like, brought it to the table and it was just beaming.
But I think for me and Andy, this was like, everyone wanted this to be a single, and there was something for us that we were just like, this isn't, there's something missing, there's something wrong in this, like, it's not quite there to be a single, it's not there to be just the first song to show people after 2 years.
When we got done writing that song, I flipped. I thought it was the best thing we'd ever written. Matt Grape came. I had a different chorus. We just took it out. And we have, you know, what is the chorus now was actually a pre-chorus. And we just kind of adjusted it slightly. And it just makes it so much more rock and roll.
It's driving. I thought we changed that part.
It's kind of funny because David and I were just like, yeah, like, we're digging this, we're getting this is getting better. And Dan was just crawling in his skin because it's like I love the song the way it is, but it's pretty funny just, you know, kind of watching him.
I think it's a cool idea, man, but I just don't think it's like, I don't think it's quite.
I kind of like it a lot.
But he really kept a good attitude, just like, you know, I'm willing to do whatever the song needs, whatever's gonna make the song the best it can be.
Good. Wonderful. Now it's coming together.
Basically, like the first chunk of the verse is kind of this weird tom groove loop thing, and I think my brain kind of went to, like, we did a tour a couple of years ago with Motion City Soundtrack, and their drummer Tony always has these crazy, like, just sweet, like, tom grooves where he does these like cymbal grabs and stuff, and so I was like, I'm gonna do a really dumb, simple version of that.
There's a lot of references to things like, I mean, even the first lyric, small in the beginning when my head starts spinning circles, turns into a twister. That's like, it's actually kind of something I stole from my counselor. He was just talking about how anxiety, you know, it starts this little thing, but you just start thinking about it. And it gets to a point where you can't control it.
Initially I hear the opening riff and I'm just amped about it. It's like, I've always been a big fan of 80s rock, 80s, you know, 80s metal, some will say even, but the riff just reeked of Def Leppard to me, or like AC/DC.
So that song, you know, like it's cool how it kind of refers to the label and just dealing with. It wasn't even that the label was on my back about you got to write songs like this, you got to write songs like that. It was more like a self-inflicted sort of pressure. I think it's ironic that there's this song about are you in or out, and apparently the answer was we're out.
It's kept me thinking long enough. Lost my patience for expectations. I can make it on my own, on my own, on my own. And I'm taking you with me.
What is?
Yo.
How you doing, baby?
Doing good. It's cold. Seattle. Winter.
Kind of winter.
Yeah, there we go.
What are you doing?
Shredding.
What?
Look like shredding.
Oh, can you teach me how?
As long as you don't knock over my beer.
Show me.
That guy's mine.
Show me.
That's my guy.
Prove it.
Oh yeah.
Deep Bench is a really fun song to play. It's got a cool groove to it. I think just the rhythm that Andy and I lock into is really cool. It's kind of Killers-esque.
You know what they say, yeah, you know what they say. The voices in your head are starting to make sense. Every day you're further away, hanging with new friends, drinking and singing out of deep.
It's just real. It sounds like what it'll sound like if you just walked in and heard us jamming in a garage. And
So lyrically, I guess that's what that song kind of covers, is just like being on the verge of a nervous breakdown. And just all the different things that you try and solve that whole thing. But that song, I love that song because it's so much fun to sing. It's super wordy, and there's like some polyrhythms in the pre-chorus. You know, you got that big old walk down, that guitar with like that's like such a like oasis moment to me, and I just love it. Like it just makes me so happy every time I hear that part.
La 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 la. Good.
Sorry. Rest of my life, you'll be on my side. With every turning page, I'll be wondering why. If I stole a kiss from those baby lips, I won't sleep tonight. I'll be wondering why you're mine. That song just, it's just simple, and it's like, it's probably on, as far as this EP goes, it's probably the most accurate as far as the details of my life goes. And it's really just a song about me and the girl of my dreams, and who I'm happily married to, and just kind of everything she puts up with, and all the ups and downs that I go through, and me being a musician and not making any money, and constantly being away. Kind of, I guess what I want people to take from the song is just the strength that the right person, if you meet the right person, you'll know when they start building you up, and you watch yourself grow, and they watch themselves grow. And I think that's what that song is about, is just the way that my wife has helped me grow as a person, and being patient with me, and giving me grace. It's been an uphill battle being on that label, dealing with a lot of like fan crowds that just, it wasn't the right crowd for us, and we'd meet a few people at each show that would just like, suddenly we'd see them at the next show, and it didn't matter what band we were on tour with, they were there to see us. It's difficult sometimes, you know, you're trying to figure out where you fit. And I think I found the easiest thing to do is just to kind of forget about that. I think what attracts people to our band is that kind of is the honesty that we go for. And we're not trying to bullshit. We're not trying to jump in on some fad, some trendy, you know, dance beat, pop or something like that. We're just trying to make music that we like, and I think that's what's helped us create a fan base that's there every record.